Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. It is a beautiful, sunshiny day. The air is clear. The it's just beautiful. It's currently 11 degrees Celsius, which means it's 52-degree Fahrenheit. So it's still t-shirt weather for us. Hey, Belinda. Hi, Peter. Nice to see you guys. Beth is here to play today.
I'm
So
here. I'm here.
we are
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
showing what we are doing with snippet rolls. And it's just the two of us, so we're going to both stay on screen unless somebody asks one of us to make them big, each other big, so you can see what we're doing. And we're just going to have some fun today.
That's great. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. So I pulled all my strip it snips. Oh, good. I can't even talk. Okay. I pulled all the little snippet strips I did last week and over. I did use some of them on some journals. The journals are out for sale right now. So, but I've got the little ones and I pulled the big ones over too. And I think what I'm going to do with one of the big ones is I'm going to make an accordion book out of it while we're here. Because that seems like, wow, Beth, what are those? Paper beads?
They're prayer dolls.
Okay.
They're
And you
little.
made all those?
Those are all little prayer people, and they're made in Guatemala.
Oh, okay.
And they're for the kids. You give them a set of prayer dolls, and you tell them your sorries, your sorrows, and your worries, and then you put them under your pillow, and then you don't have to worry about anything else anymore. Let the worry dolls will take them, and they get to worry over your troubles, and it's to help children sleep and feel safe at night.
Perfect.
And they come from Guatemala, so
They're cute.
the legend of the prayer dolls.
Have you
But
ever made prayer flag? Goodness. Prayer flags, Beth? Have you made prayer
yes,
flags?
I've heard of those too. Yeah, and those are all over the world.
Yes. Have you ever made any?
No, I haven't.
We might should do that sometime.
Okay. I've got lots of fabric.
Yeah. Me too. I've got, yeah. So I don't know which one I want to make an accordion book out of. I think I'll do one that I haven't doodled. That way I can play with it while we're chatting and visiting. Those are lovely little dolls, though.
Yeah, and I use them for this. And oh, look, they gave me. I didn't know this was in there. They gave me the Mamo doll,
Oh, that's
and she's
lovely.
a key ring. She's a little key ring.
Oh, that's lovely.
Aw, it's a thank you. You know, the first time I bought them, it's been a while. It's been a while back, and might be. This might not be even the same
Hi, Jan.
seller. So we got we got some.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I've got three of you guys here that I'm sending stuff to. You, Belinda, and Jan. Everything's sitting on my side table here. It will be going out early this week, just so you know. I have been really bad about getting to the post
Me
office.
too. I've got a whole stack that's ready to go. I've already sealed the envelopes and put the addresses on them. I just need to put my return address and something else. And
Yeah,
stamps. I need some stamps on some
I'll
of it.
get to it. I'm going to make an accordion book out of this, so I'm just going to fold it and fold it and fold it until I've got, guys. I know you know. So, how's everybody today?
Hi, Jan.
I'm having a family barbecue today. I was informed yesterday.
Oh, are you going to have a barbecue?
Yeah,
That'd be awesome on the last day of summer.
yeah.
It's winter now.
Well, not quite.
Well,
Are you
the
sending me
for
stuff?
fall. It's I'm
Hi,
sorry.
Michelle.
It's fall.
Yeah, it is fall. I mean, we haven't even had a frost yet. This is really, really crazy because normally I am covering my tomatoes or I've pulled out my entire garden by now. I'm still picking tomatoes and cucumbers.
Yeah, yeah. Get the last of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like I said, I'm going to make this into uh, an accordion book. Oh, it's going to be really raggedy. I'm going to have to go in and do some gluing, but that's okay. So I'm just folding it this way first of all so that I can just go and accordion it after.
Hi, Michelle.
Okay, cover. No. How do you fold an accordion book when one side is ugly? Okay, that's my cover. There we go. I was folding from the wrong end. I got
Okay.
it now. Well, that didn't turn out the way I anticipated because I got all kinds of ugly stuff at the back here. Maybe I just need to fold it a little bit different. There, 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 there. Okay, that works. That works. Sort of. It'll have to go this way. All right, I've got an accordion book done with a snippet strip.
I love that. That is so cute.
So it's just going to be something to doodle in. So I'm going to do a little bit of doodling, show, what it's going to look like. And I think what I am going to do is I'm going to glue these back pages so it doesn't sprawling on me. You know what I mean?
Yep.
In fact, I'm going to take this little piece that's left hanging over and I'm going to fold it over here and glue it down. Ah, I've got a plan, guys. I have a plan. So let's glue. So what's everybody working on? Beth is making a new snippet strip. She's doing it with lace and fancy stuff. It's going to be beautiful. I feel like I'm going wonky. I feel like I'm going just a little wonky. You know what? It's a snippet strip book. I don't care if it's wonky. I've determined. We're not going to care. Because I got all these hanging folded things, these, and they're not colored or anything.
If you ever buy from Timu, please be knowledgeable. I bought this rickrack from Timu in every color that they had. It was a set or something. Anyway, it breaks apart with your fingers,
Really?
and I would never recommend it to anyone. I can't. I don't even know if I guess if I glue the whole thing down on a page, I could use it, but you can't even put it on a snippet roll because they break apart. I
Oh,
mean,
that's brutal.
they're just so brittle. rotten, made with paper. I don't know how they maybe they made a sheet of the paper and then they cut it. I don't know how they even put it through the machine. It's terrible,
Wow.
and uh, and
But
I'm
I mean,
not
if
one
you're
to
if you're
sit
just
back.
gluing it down to a page, like if you're putting it on paper, does it hold together, Beth?
Well, if I glue the whole strip down on an art page, like around a border, and
Yeah,
completely glue it, it would be okay.
yeah. But even in those little pieces, you could put it on a
No, they
page.
they, they tear apart. I was going to put some on here, but they tear apart even in between. So whatever I use, if I glue the whole strip down, I guess it would stay for a little while, but it'll disintegrate.
Oh, brutal. Jan says she loves your blue fingernails. Blue, yeah, your blue nail polish. There we go. Belinda's reorganizing and sleeping. Oh, sleeping is good. Still catching up from your trip. And Jan is working on a cup of tea and have some zucchini oatmeal chocolate chip cookies baking. Ooh, those sound good.
Ooh, I want some of those.
Those sound really good, don't they? I made a black bean corn dip. It's in the fridge for the barbecue because I could. So I've got all kinds of little bits kind of lifting and stuff here. So I'm just going to go through and make sure that they're down. Jan, did you? Oh, that's pretty, Beth.
Hassle.
Love it. Jan, did you make a little journal for Fiona? Because if you didn't, I'll send her one to play in. One of those envelope ones. Then she can play along with you. Okay, so I've put a black marker strip between all the little strips of paper, and I did outline these things. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate between the strips first. And I think I'm going to use. Do I just want to use a white gel pen? Why not? Why not? It's here. It's here. Okay, I will put that in the box for you. That way, you know. In fact, I'll put one in for you and I'll put one in for her, and you can both work on them at the same time. Those of you who are unaware, Jan is my sister in law. So
Oh,
if you're wondering why she's getting special preference,
well, I'm glad to know that because I've been talking to her for a little whiles and trying to trying to figure out who she belonged to. Now I know. Now I know.
I
Because
dragged her in kicking
I know
and
some other
screaming, Beth.
Jan, and I thought, well, maybe one of my other Jans changed their name to Jan, just Jan. But never mind. I know.
Yeah, just in case people wonder why I'm talking so familiar to her. This is why.
That is good. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. So I'll put a couple of those in, and the rest's going to be a surprise. You're just going to have to wait and see.
Is she going to the barbecue too?
No, Jan lives in British Columbia. I got to play
Oh,
with her when we were there in the spring,
okay.
but yeah, way too far away.
Yeah, that's
And
over on the West Coast.
yeah, so when Ron had gone to visit his mom, Jan does a monthly brunch for the family there. So it's crepes and bacon and whatever, right? So she makes crepes as well. So Ron comes home and he was just going on and on about this lovely brunch that Jan does. And so that's what started us doing family brunches
Yes.
because so this is a little wonky, but that's okay. We can fix it. Fix it. Fix it. Well, that didn't glue up nice. It's okay. This is just going to be a little doodle book anyway. Hi, Peter. So Ron's family is from Germany.
Oh,
He's got
okay.
his sister in, is it Dortmund, Jan? She might know. I don't remember. So I inherited all his mom's cookbooks, and of course they're in German. So my eldest grandson's partner speaks German, so she's translating for me.
That'll be fun.
I think so. One of the cookbooks is in that really interesting font that it's a beautiful font. So I have to get her to translate before I start ripping it apart
Yeah.
because we know that's what's going to happen.
I had more goodies in this box. I didn't have to go any further. This one little box is all I needed.
Awesome.
I forgot about all of these little ribbons.
Hi, Tony. Welcome. Yeah, Dortmund. Thought it was.
Hi, Tony.
Welcome, welcome. We are working on snippet strips and what people can do with them. So I took one of my snippet strips and made it into a little, just going to be a little doodle book.
Hi, Joe. Joe's here.
Hi, Joe. Good morning.
Good
Well, I guess
morning.
it's afternoon there. Just afternoon there.
It's 12:18. It's
Yeah,
afternoon.
it's afternoon there.
Afternoon, Kim.
Yeah. So, like I say, this is just going to turn into a little doodle book. So I was just doodling on the black marks between. So I'm going to continue that another time. But we're going to work on some of these other snippet strips
Let me or you.
to things.
Would it fall? What?
Uh, this
Tony, what kind of arts and crafts do you like to
got
do?
stuck right here in this little bubble somewhere. This thing, yes.
Okay.
So this is the monthly journal. I have been working on it as we've been playing this month. Not that we've been doing much playing, it feels like. So I'm going to take one of these snippet strips and I'm going to use it as a page border. Maybe let's do it at the top of a page. Or we could just do it on this one. Let's do it on that one. Let's find a blue. Or maybe a red. What do you think? I don't know. Which one do you guys think I should use on this blue page? Orange, yellow, purple, green. That one's kind of fun. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and fold it in half and put it so that it's on both sides. It's an edging. There's lots of green and purple, yellow. You know, you could maybe do a purple one. Kind of like that green one better. But this blue one. Somebody help. Tim's confused. What about that one? What do you think? Jump down. All right.
I love the blue.
Yeah, I think that's going to go nicely together, don't you? Or is
Yeah.
it too close?
No, I love it.
Oh,
Very bad. It goes good.
Tony, you've come to the right place. That's what we like doing too. We just love to play. So I'm going to cut it off there, and it's going to hang over the top a little bit, and that's going to be intentional. Yeah, love making embellishments and stuff too. We were playing with scraps last week. That's why we've got. Because I save, I don't know about you, but I save every stinking little piece of scrap stuff going, and I was
Coming and going.
overrun. Hey, Dana, no problem.
Hi, Dana.
Nice to see you. No problem.
I'm using some of my stuff, Dana. Look.
I'm using stuff too. Leftovers. Okay, so I'm gonna crease this down the middle. Uh, I did buy a scoreboard. It's buried back there someplace now. You know how I operate, folks. It only stays clean for 2 days. 2 days. It's only allowed to stay clean for 2 days. Mm. And I'm not even concerned that I'm exactly half. I just want it to be reasonably straight. And what am I going to use? We're going to use the bottom end of the crochet hook because it's here. And that should fold it. Oh, this is really thick. My word. That's okay. That's okay. We'll see if we can smush it down a little bit. I put stickles on it, and these ones didn't explode on me. I was so happy. But that's really thick. That's okay. That is okay. So I cut it off level at the bottom, and I don't care if it sticks up over the top because, it's like a page tab. I mean, it's the first page in the book, but that's okay. It adds interest and depth and whatever else.
That's what we want.
Interest, yeah. Gotta have interest.
We want depth. Everything's in depth. My mother, she would always, when she knew a little fact about something, she says, "Yes, I know about these things. I studied it in depth."
That's awesome.
She was very smart. Of course, she was a teacher,
Yeah.
but she was a reader, and she could, she's one of these people that could work the crossword puzzles. Okay,
Yeah. Me. That's me. I love
but
crossword puzzles.
she ended up making. I'm pretty sure my sister has it. She made a little book up with all of the things that she didn't know what they meant, or words, or two-letter words that mean something in some other language that counted in the crossword puzzles. She wrote them all down and alphabetized them. And
Nice.
so when she couldn't figure out what it was, or she needed something that started with an R, she could go to the R's and look for how many letters it is to fill it in. She could figure
Yeah.
it out, but it took her years and years to make the little Bible book.
Cool.
It wasn't easy,
No.
but she took the time to do it, and
Awesome.
she worked crossword puzzles without cheating. But I guess that is kind of cheating, mother.
Not really. but it could be. It depends on who you're playing with.
Yeah, and it just it but it uh it was just kind of her hobby, you know.
Yeah. Well, I play Scrabble with one of my daughters, and she hates it when I'm using the two-letter words. But I used to play Scrabble internationally. There was a group, and we had competitions. Like we would play 5 or 6 games daily, and
Yeah.
uh, so if you can't use it in a sentence, you can't use it. you know.
Yeah, that was always the big thing. Use it in a sentence.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. All right. So I've got this glued down. I like it. I like the way that turned out as a page edge. I'm going to outline it. Maybe. I think maybe I want a little marker for that.
That is a brad.
That's pretty.
They're tiny, tiny, tiny things, but it's a brad, and we'll stick it on there.
I guess I'm going to have to outline all the pieces if I'm doing this. Because it looks kind of weird just.
Okay. That's what that little piece needed. It needed that little brad.
Nice. It's nice when you've got those little things like that you can use.
We call them bits and bobs.
Or odds and sods.
Hi, Michelle. Howdy do, everybody. Welcome. Oh, I was going to share it out over into my Facebook group. Let me just go over here for a minute, and I'll share it.
We still have a week left of the month, right? Like, it doesn't finish next weekend, does it?
I couldn't tell you.
Me neither. Let's pull up an October
Look at
calendar.
the calendar.
This isn't October. Oh goodness. Wow. See, this is what my kids do to me when they say that um when they inform me the day before we're having a barbecue, and it's like, okay, yeah, I have a full week. No, you know what? This one gets drawn for on Tuesday because it's the last Tuesday of the month. Wow. And there's no Sunday stream next week. Hello, Janet.
You
Well,
got a day off.
okay, so this is the last Tuesday coming up. So this little journal is going to go for a draw on Tuesday. And I'm not going to put anything in the pockets until I'm sending it out so that it's going to be a surprise. And I guess I have to put a closure on it. Okay. Anyway. So I've got that as a border. I'm just going to use this as like a little tuck spot.
Yeah.
I think what I'll have to do though is reinforce this, like all the edges. So I have to glue it down to a white piece of paper. And then cut it out because those edges are really flimsy for tucking things in behind. How are you, Janet? How's Freddie? Oh, Beth, I love that. Beth is working on a snippet strip to go on her lovely wooden spool. I don't put my snippet strips on a lovely wooden spool. And it's not for the lack of spools because Ron made me some lovely wooden spools.
Yeah.
It's because my paper strips don't roll nice. They're too thick. Oh, you're resting on the sofa? Nice. So even just one layer of paper is going to make that strong enough for me for a text bodice, you know. It's going to be a wonky text spot, but that's okay. We like wonky.
Wonky is good.
I have, for the past week or so, I've been wanting to do wonky houses, you know, like the little houses I do, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So I, because I was caught up with getting that stuff ready for the sale. I'm not a fan. Yeah, we love wonky. I'm not a big fan of fussy cutting, I can tell you that.
Yeah, it's like cussy fussy cutting.
Yeah. Well, Barbara calls it cussy cutting.
That's what I said, cussy fussy cutting.
Yeah.
Now I know that if Janet was doing this, she'd be sewing them on,
Yes.
and I'm cheating with my hot glue gun. But I might have to do the. I could do the buttons. I could sew the buttons on. I can attempt to do a little, just a little something. Let's get back over here to this side. And I've got this. I'm laying lace on top of lace. You can't really see it. I need a colored piece of lace would work. And it's time for another bow.
I think I'm going to have to edge this with black marker because I didn't get as close to it as I should have. Look, I cleaned up. I got some of black marker. Oh my. Found them. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Janet. Exactly. So what do? I color right on top of it, right off the bat. Oh, maybe it's not my David art, guys. Brutal. Brutal, brutal. Okay, we're going to do it this way. Because I've just colored all over this. Okay, so I'm cheating, guys. I've got it down on a piece of paper, and I'm just going over the edges,
Yeah.
doing it that way. It works.
This is one of my mom's bows. She had a whole box of little pieces of this tiny silk ribbon, and
Love,
she would sit in front of the TV and make bows, tiny bows, and she would put them on the cards that she made because
love.
black kind of goes with everything. So I'm still using them.
That's lovely. Okay, this is gonna be a text spot.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, thank you.
Janet said she loves the little word. Oh, who's got little words? Ben. Ben has little words.
Uh,
Oh, in this one. Yeah, right there.
well, 3.5 by 2.5 is a an artist trading card, Michelle. So if you've got scraps of paper that's 3.5, you can use them on make a bunch of ACT cards.
Yeah,
Started.
I've got lots.
Yes, Janet, I'm going to do you. Do me. I'll do me thinking of you.
Just looking to see where I want
Oh,
a.
the little words. Who's got little
That's
words?
what I said. Who's got little words?
Are you talking about this one on a snippet? Yeah, I got some little words around running around here. They're on my little snippet strips that I made a couple weeks ago. This was the sewing Sunday. We sewed and I sewed these strips together.
Yeah.
That was fun. I like those. I really like them. I'm going to have to make some more. So let's see here. Let's go with
Right there. Gonna
some
go right.
leaves and see what we get. And there's some heart buttons. Yeah, we could do heart buttons.
Heart button.
Random.
That's kind of appropriate because it was the other page of this that I did the edging of this on. Huh. Nope, it wasn't. Wait, what? Where's this from? Oh my. This is definitely a very little eclectic journal that's going to be going out. So, what's your swap for next month, Beth?
Well, let's see. We're doing playing cards for October.
Okay.
Playing cards is next. And I've already started putting names down. And the trade, it's 5 cards, and it could be any kind of playing card, whether it's a game card, like a trivia game card,
Yeah.
or a deck of cards. And I've got several decks of cards that have like pictures on the back.
Yeah.
And if you just have the regular pair, if you just have the regular deck of cards and you want to put something on the back of them, glue a picture on there from a magazine or something.
Okay.
Get something to glue on the back. And you trade 5 cards with your partner. And of course, uh, I always add, a little bit of happy mail or something
Yes,
in
you
there.
do.
It needs to be a mystery deal here. And
Hi, Mary Lou.
I've got some pictures and different things that I've put in the envelopes uh, for next.
Nice. Nice.
And it's easy. I went for easy this time. Don't really have to make much.
I'm
Okay,
trying to think. Do I have playing
something green.
cards? I might have playing cards somewhere. I'll have to look, and I will. Don't put me down. All right. So I've edged a page with a snippet strip. Use the rest as a little tuck spot. I did that accordion book. Did anybody see where I put it? It's buried under here, isn't it? See, it's hidden as a snippet strip. So I've done an accordion book out of the snippet strip.
Like that.
Oh, awesome, Janet. I hope you have a wonderful time. So,
Okay.
to be with
No problem.
us. Now, what
You're
else?
going because of your trip to Africa. Woo! Oh,
Let's see if I've got a page in here I can add a snippet.
um, I got your happy mail and opened it Saturday night, or was it not? No, it was last week. I opened it, and I'm going to use your envelope because it's so pretty. I'm going to rip it up and use it.
Okay.
So let's see.
Can add a strip to this journal someplace.
This.
Then maybe I'll add one to the top of this page. Oh, thank you, Janet. That little accordion book out of the snippet strips. Yeah. I don't know what it's going to be. Right now, I'm just going to be doodling in it. But, with these here, I could probably put some words. I just really like the way, like, when you tear them out of the book, you get interesting edges. Or I could put one on here. How about if I put a snippet strip on there and fold it so it goes on both sides? No, green. Pink on that side, green here, orange there. Doesn't. You know what? This is just mucky, anyways. I think I'm going to take this one, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to add it right there. So it comes down over the little bit of page tab, something interesting. That's what I'm going to do with this snippet strip. This journal, I don't know what's happening with it. It is beyond wild. But that's okay. I'm perfectly fine with that.
I've got more stuff. I didn't think I had all this much stuff. Had no clue. Oh my gosh, I can't get out of the one box. And then I found another drawer and I found some more stringy light eyelet paper. Got some more roses. Look at all these dried flowers and tassels.
Lovely.
But wait, there's more. And I'm looking for this. This is pretty. Look at this. I could just use that for a snippet piece by itself. So I could just go and glue this down and do a space. Oh, I'll do 3 at a time.
Janet says it's a treasure, Beth.
It is. And I'm going to put this much in every envelope. Every envelope is going to get a strip until it's gone. Give it away.
Yeah. when I was doing the rolls for using on the jelly plate with the fun foam. I have so
Hmm.
much fun foam, and the rest is going to the daycare here in town because I don't need that much fun foam, really.
Yeah, yeah. I got some Play-Doh. I used it one time for something. We used Play-Doh for something as a mold or something. I can't even remember what I used it for. Anyway, I got two more little tubs of it. I need to send it over to my sister's. Let her boys play with it.
Hi, Jean, welcome. We are just playing with snippet strips. I've got a bunch that are already made. Beth is working on one because she has a lovely wooden spool that she would like to put one on. Mine are out of paper. Beth is using lace and fabrics and things.
Yeah, buddy. I didn't know I had
Yeah,
that.
I haven't. You know what? Maybe I should throw some on because I got lots. Okay, so I put some in that book. Look at all these journals I've got started here. I'm going to pull these ones out and add to these ones because these are just stuff on the desk, right? That one. We will add stuff to these. I used a snippet roll on that, but it's okay. This one's pretty full. How did I put something there? Here would be good to put a snippet. No, then I got all this stuff left over. I could. Hmm. Nope. Look, one of my little goony birds hiding in the flowers. This
It
is
is
this little
right.
one's pretty full. Really is. Well, how about on this map page? Well, that works. It's very lovely to meet you, Jean. Okay, so I'm going to put that so that it's flush at the top. Oh, look, I didn't cut it straight, so it's wonky. That's okay. We like wonky.
Yes, we do.
I think this one's going to just end up being my glue book, Beth,
But I love blue books.
or an idea book for various
Yeah. I need
what,
to.
testing
I
things.
can. I'm using bits and balls, but I can use fabric too.
You can.
Got enough out. Let's just use what we have. We just use what we have.
Yeah, I'm just trying to use what I've got. I got lots of stuff. There. A little bit of a snippet roll in that book. Because this book is just full of stuff. Okay, let's add something to this. Oh, awesome. Yeah, we do a lot of junk journaling. This group here that we play with do all kinds of fun stuff. This journal is also, you know what, eclectic. I love it. Let's add a snippet strip on here, and I can use a red.
Oh, look, I can use a pom pom.
You can use a pom pom.
A pom pom.
Yeah, I love pom pom.
Oh, Dana
Dana.
hates my pom poms. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
no, she does.
I got so much trouble.
I remember.
I had to give some of them away, and I was just putting them in little baggies and sticking them in people's boxes. They didn't know they were getting it. It was a surprise.
But you know what? I love pom poms. They're versatile, and I
Yeah,
make. But there's there. We're
but I
back.
did have too many. I just had too many.
Well, I've got lots too, and the thing is I use them for those puppets.
Yeah,
Oh, and my Bitsy birds,
I
right?
I don't use the big ones as much as I do the littler ones,
Yeah.
and so I think that was one of the reasons why I had so many big ones. And these kind of pom poms, you can't cut them in half; they disintegrate. It doesn't work.
Oh, I know. I know. I think that one's going to go right there because we're just going to use this stuff up. So those of you who are wondering, this is just Elmer's glue all. I just happen to love these little squeezy bottles for them. I refill them.
Yeah, they're nice for your table.
I don't normally use glue sticks as a rule. And these are definitely junk journals, old calendar bits and whatever else is lurking in my area. I have not found my Goonie birds.
They're there. They'll find them.
Yeah. The thing is I wanted to do a book for the next generation, like Jan's granddaughter and um, our nephew's kids.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do an alphabet book with the Goonie birds. And I can't find the blessed things. And I wanted to have it done for Christmas.
Oh, well, you best be hurrying up on Plan B.
Well, yeah, plan B is making a whole new set of Goonies. There. Used up another strip. Yay! If you're wondering about the paper clips, it's so I know what's the front. Because, when you put pockets on and things, you don't want to end up putting something in and having it upside down, as a rule. Sometimes it's intentional, but I really try hard not to do that. All right, Jean. She makes junk journals too.
Yes, she does.
I make signatures and then turn them into junk journals. Uh, I got a lot of stuff in these books. That one could have a strip on. This could have a strip on. Look, I even put scrap paper in here because I had it. A tag journal? Awesome. I just did just had it. It's gone again. That little accordion book out of Snippet Strip. It was here. Oh, I'm bad. Just notorious for losing things. My desk is really clean compared to the way it normally is because I was doing some cleaning. And so when I put stuff beside me, there it is. This is a snippet strip, and I turned it into an accordion book. It's just going to be a little doodle book, but a tag journal sounds fun. The next one, actually, oh no, you know, I said I wasn't going to start any new projects till I finished something, and we're not. I'm not. That's not going to happen. So I've got this little book, but I want to do a journal so each page is a wonky house. I think that would make a really cute
Yeah.
book.
I I I I've got um, a little house book, and it's done like an accordion. And the houses were all different shapes, but they were the same width. I might have two little skinny houses and one fat house, and that would be
Yeah,
like 2 pages. And
yeah.
I did it out of text papers,
Oh,
and they were real golden brown and pretty. So I inked the edges in a darker brown, and basically just I don't remember how I attached the papers together, but probably with a paper hinge, something
yeah,
like that. And they were cute. They were cute little houses. And I got that idea from Tanya McGuire. And before I started streaming, I was very faithful in her Sunday chats, where and she would make things every week. And
yeah,
I've made so many things with Tanya. It's crazy. And she worked out of her totally junk journal.
yeah.
And there were all kinds of arts and crafts in the junk journal. And it was a lot of fun. And I learned a lot of things from her.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I make little houses and stuff.
Yeah.
So I just, oh, look, I cut that too long. That's okay. Um, I'll trim it down. But I've got a collection of little houses, and it's like, I like making them, so why not do a little journal? Okay, that's good. Well, what the heck? Lop it off again. That's good. There we go. That's a nice thing about snippet strips. If they're too big to fit where you want them, lop them off.
Yeah, there you go. Trim it up.
So we made all these snippets. Well, I made these snippet strips out of my scrap bin last Sunday because I have so many scraps. I don't throw anything away normally. Last weekend I did. I threw stuff away. And I didn't take anything out of the bin, those of you guys who are watching. I took nothing out of the bin. It stayed in the bin. And I'm trying hard to limit my little scraps like this. Look, I'm putting them in the bin.
There you go.
Normally I save that. Oh, you know what? Well, the houses are in the bits bin box, right? Like this way. Let's do it that way. But I want to create a whole new journal of houses, Belinda. So I'm going to be making houses in just all new houses. Like I'm not going to use the ones I've got. Does that surprise you? Does that surprise anybody? Because I have a vision, and these ones don't fit with that vision. And it's really funny. Well, it's not funny because our darling Miriam's not feeling good today, but she was playing with little houses and they
Yeah.
to
She
do
like
yeah.
I missed what she was doing. What is she doing in the suitcase? Is she making a
I'm not
dollhouse?
sure. Could
She's
be.
got
I
a
don't know.
suitcase she's working in, and I can't. I caught the tail end of it before she said. Then she said goodbye, and I never did get to see it. But I'll have to catch her to see what she's making.
Yeah. And a heads up. Hey, Lisa, nice to see you, hun. Oh, they want to see what you're working on, Beth. You're a little low.
Okay.
Make you big, and you can show everybody your strip happening there.
First thing we'll show you is my tiniest button in the whole world,
Ooh, that's a nice little button.
and he's going on there. Although you're not going to be able to see him, but I had some of this lace that I winded it up onto this spool the other day, and then this spool could sit on my desk, and I could have this lace anytime I wanted it, right? So we were going to do things that we can do with our bits and bobs, our strips that we made last week and the week before. We made some really cute strips, snippet strips, and we were going to see what we can do with them today. So I decided I took all that lace off of that roll, off of the spool, and I've decided to make it a snippet roll. And I'm going to leave this on my desk, and I can cut these off anytime I want. So I've been gluing these on this morning,
Hi, Malia.
and so hopefully I've got little batches. Like if I need a little something on a page, whatever color I need, there's a variety to choose from. And
That's
and
going to be
every bit
lovely.
of this came out of basically one shoebox. But I had the little worry dolls, so they're cute, and buttons. I got a button box, and then I found a bag of bows. So I'm using these bows, and they're kind of big, and I probably won't use too many of them in my art pages. But
But
on
they
here,
would be lovely on journal covers, Beth.
yeah, yeah, and on here, so that's what I'm doing, and just using my bits and bobs up, and all you have to do is find all the little bits and bobs on your room and put them on your desk, and there you go, and you start. And I haven't used any of this stuff for the longest time, and I think now that I've got it made up, I will be more apt to use it.
That's just it. That's why I'm trying to use, like, make the little books and stuff out of all the envelopes and things I
Yep.
have. So,
So that's what I'm doing.
so, so I just wanted to show those of you who are new, these are the kinds of buildings I do. That I do all kinds of buildings, but they're all really kind of wild. So I was hoping to do a series more along this size and do it as an accordion book into pages. But they're going to be different. They're not going to be like these ones. That's my idea anyway. We'll see what happens. But today it's snippet strips. Hey Renee, nice to see you. We made snippet strips last week, and so I'm just kind of using some up today.
Hello, Renee. Hi, Malaya. Mary Lou's here, and Lisa's here. I missed them. I've been busy, super busy.
Yeah, Beth is just cruising, getting her stuff done. I am just
I'm doing it
going. I'm
inch by inch.
chopping and gluing.
And I'm using my
Oh,
do-ollies.
interesting.
See, this is a fun thing to do if anybody's playing in the card trade. Here's a playing card somebody mailed to me, and look what they did with their playing card. And it's flat. It's real soft and flat. Put some ribbon around it because I said, you know, Happy Mail would be nice. A little bit of Happy Mail would be acceptable to send. Now I've lost my scissors. I've already got some of my uh, Happy Mails already made up.
That's so awesome, Beth.
But that's cute to send with your with as Happy Mail. So I'm gonna put this in the next envelope. I'm sure there'll be more people for me to send to before it's over with. So I've got another envelope to go right here.
Those of you who have just come in, if you are interested in participating in the Halloween swap, um, please shoot Miriam a message. The Halloween swap, it's not a swap, Halloween stream. It's October 13th and 14th, 13 hours each day. To book a time, talk to Miriam. She's doing all the scheduling. And it's Zines, Meander Books, pictures, Halloween pictures, and there was another. I keep forgetting the other thing. What the heck? Anyway, that's the day it is. If you would like to book a time, or if you would like to pop on my channel or Miriam's, because we both stream on Sunday, we're opening our studio up to those of you who don't have channels but would still like to show off your zines and pictures. Yeah. So if anybody's interested, please contact Miriam. I can, in Meet Your Creativity, I've posted the advertising for it with the details. I think they posted it in your group, Beth. Did they post that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, it's been posted.
It's also in Beth's group. And of course, Art Curious. I'm not sure where else, but sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
It does. And I like it because it's not going to be, it's just for 2 days and during the daytimes.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, I mean, it's
simpler.
early evening. It goes to what, 9 o'clock Eastern, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
So
it'd be from 8 to 9.
Yeah. So if anybody's interested, it will be kind of hop style. You know, we will be posting everybody's links hop style. So,
yeah. And you can either pick a time to stream on your own, or you can come on and stream with any one of the girls that have StreamYard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, October is the playing cards, Renee. October.
All right.
And it's 5 cards per envelope with a little bit of Happy Mail. So I need something in the middle of here. How about a button?
That's one of my peekaboo page toppers. I'm just flipping through journals that I've got on the go if we're looking for places to stick some snippet strips down. Of course, you know, when I cut them, I don't cut them straight, so they're kind of off at an angle. Oh, washi tape on playing cards is a good idea. I guess the coating on the playing cards really keeps the washi tape from sticking to,
Yes, it does.
it.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
And Renee, if you, I just happen to have the sign up list right here, Renee. If you want to, how many people do you want to send to, Renee? I've got the thing right here. I can sign you up. Always a working.
Always. Always. See, that's how you're so much more organized than I am, Beth.
If you could see my
You know
room,
where this stuff is that you want to use.
yeah, I know. It was just happened to be laying here on top. Now, if I hadn't seen it, I wouldn't have said it.
Okay, Janet. Take care. Thanks for popping in.
Bye, Janet.
Sweet dreams. I know it's late there.
Uh, it's probably dinner time.
Uh, yeah, it is.
'Cause she
Six,
comes on.
6 hours.
Starts 6 o'clock. I think is 11 o'clock for her. It's
Yeah.
5 hours. 5 hours difference. East Coast. Let's see. Let's just see. Finding some more things, but I'm looking for. I forgot what I was looking for now. It done left the brain.
Oh, that's so annoying. My brain has left the building. I was having a day like that
I
yesterday.
should use this gold ribbon. I've been keeping it forever for something special.
See, I keep adding stuff to these little journals, and I'm running out of room for putting more stuff in. Or the snippet strips aren't conducive. Like I'm not. Whatever. The snippet strips aren't working for the pages that I've got left. Nope.
Renee, it's 5 cards per envelope. They can be playing cards. It could be flashcards, children's cards, trivia cards, anything playing, anything to play with. So I've got this golfer, and I've got a trivia card, and then I have these that I found at a yard sale, and it's Hot Point back in the 40s and 50s. This was the this is the laundry room and the sewing room. It's got the washer and the dryer. It's not the kitchen. It's a laundry room. And then I have a couple of these cards. And if you don't have 5 different cards, you can take and put pictures on the back of your cards. Put a little paper cluster on there. Decorate it. Whatever you want to do. There's no rules, except you guys send 5 and just a little bit of Happy Mail. Just a little bit of Happy Mail is requested. So I've got a few little extras in there, and that's one stamp. And I am mailing all of my mail with an extra postage. This is a stamp plus extra money on it. The butterflies are extra. I think they're $1.13 maybe. And and I'm putting hand process on every one of my envelopes that go out of here from now on, hand process, so nothing will be sent back to me. And I think if we do that and do the extra postage for craft envelopes, I think we will have better luck getting them through the mail. A lot of the girls were complaining about the mail, and I can't do nothing about it.
Yeah. Um, Mar- Beth, Mary Lou wants to sign up for your card swap.
It's 5 cards per person. Just need to know how many people you want to trade with. I'll put you down, and at the end of the month, I will message you, or you can. I will tell you your who your partners are, and if you belong to my group, you've got access to my address file.
Mary Lou says she can do 4.
Okay.
Wow, Malia, I remember those days. Yeah, a lot of stuff my kids had ended up residing out in the yard.
Uh, let's see. Renee wants 4, and Aunt Loopy wants 4.
Okay, so
Okay.
where the heck did I learn to do this? And because that's very interesting. Like, it's in a whole bunch of these journals, and I can't remember how they were made. Ha! Whatever.
Mary Lou, do I have your address? Can you message me your address?
Michelle says she'll do 3, Beth.
I I'm kind of, let's see, Dee Dee and Janet Young recently did a zine trade, and they've done some postcard trades and things. But I don't know if anybody else is doing any more trades anymore like I do. I do one a month,
Yeah, no, I think, uh,
and that's why I'm just hot with it. That's just that's just what
yeah,
I.
no, I think a lot of times people are just getting too much grief, you
Uh-huh.
know, and I'm thinking that,
It's hard,
people, a lot of complaints.
but I can sit down here and work this out in 15 minutes,
Well,
and
yeah, you can
I
practice.
have a system of
Yeah,
how I do it. And it's like the first person wants 3, so the next 3 people go to the first person. So
yeah,
the second person, and then that first person goes to their first,
yeah,
and then it's yeah, it's just a round robin, really.
yeah.
It, okay, okay. Oh, I'll send you my address because you moved. Well, that would be good. That would be a good thing, Mary Lou. Message it to me if you can. I use Messenger over everything, anything. And if you're in my address file, my group file, I can get it changed for you. I've got a secretary that does that for me. I wouldn't be able to do half of the stuff I do if it weren't for my helpers.
Oh, definitely.
I have helpers,
You're very lucky.
and I also um, um, I've been starting putting a little happy mail list down here on the corner of my page, and the happy mail list is to send to people where they haven't signed up, but they're like alone, or they're in confined in a nursing home, or they have health issues, or uh, for whatever reason, they're on the happy mail list, and it might be that they're sick or going through cancer or whatever. And if anybody wants to send out extras, they always say, I can do it, I can do it. So I've been giving them the happy mail list, and that's going great. It's
That's
going
lovely.
great, and it saves me from having to send out because I was usually sending things out to them, and I don't have to do all this by myself. I got all you guys to help me.
Exactly.
So, yeah, Renee's going to raid her playing card stash. Yeah, anything and everything. And I'm always when I go to the secondhand store, I always pick up a deck of cards especially if they got a picture on the back. And down here where I live, where the elderly live, you get a lot of bridge cards, from people who used to play bridge, and that's good. That's fun. So let's see. Oh, Belinda, my Facebook group name is Beth Crafty Mixed Media Room, and you can ask to join, and I'll accept you. And it looks like this. Beth, it's apostrophe S, Beth Crafty Mixed Media Room. I tried to do something shorter and I couldn't get out of the crafty mixed media. I couldn't get out of couldn't not use those three words. And then I wanted to personalize it to me. So I had to put my name in it. And I wanted to be a room for people to come in to show
Thank
their
you,
art.
Maria.
But you ask to join, and I will accept you. And it's private. And when you go in and go under features, you can get to my address file. But not everybody can get to that. You have to be a member to get to the address file. It's just for members only, so we can't get hacked. Hopefully, hopefully we can't get hacked.
Thank you, Jean. I'm not sure what you're referring to, if it's my
She
script.
likes your snippet strips. I love you that you've color coordinated them.
Well,
I love it.
the big
I mean,
ones.
they're just so much different than mine, and I love mine too. Don't get me wrong, but yours are really, really cute. It's always nice to see other ideas.
Like my big ones are
You're
things
welcome,
that
Belinda.
not necessarily
And
coordinated.
but anyway, okay.
But they
And of
are
course, in
things.
my Facebook group, I encourage everyone to post their pages or their things that they've made or things that they liked or things that they're interested in doing. Post them, post the pictures, and tell everybody what's on your mind, and we might get to do it because I do a lot of stuff that people want to do. I go with what you all say. I
Yeah, she
listen to
does. She does.
tell me what to do all the time.
And on my channel, when I'm alone, I always take audience suggestions.
Thank you, Mary Lou.
Most of the time, I take audience suggestions.
That'll be great. I got it, Mary Lou. Thank you. So let me get back to this portion of the show.
So I can't remember who told me, or somebody I watched said, when you do snippet strips, you need focal points. So that's why the hearts and,
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
Yeah, and the way I'm kind of doing it, you can cut off anywhere you want. You can cut it off at that point. And I put that ribbon down, and it matches the dolls. It goes with
oh,
the
it
doll.
does. Look, that's awesome. Is it like a braid almost?
It's a piece of ribbon that's striped,
Okay,
but it's glittery. It's shiny. It's got a shiny thread in it, and it's yellow and gold, and it looks like a burgundy or something in
very
there.
pretty.
And it just kind of goes with those colors. It just pulls it together.
So I've done the big ones on my channel. we decided anyway. So these are huge. These are really wide. They would make great belly bands or pockets.
I'm sorry. Lovely Malaya said, I just had a screaming fit. Both girls
Yeah.
decided to put the roller skates on in the house. We used to do that too. Only we did it downstairs in the basement. And we had concrete and indoor outdoor carpet. And we would open up the garage door and the back door, and it made a big circle, and there was you can do a walk around. We roller skated around and around and around down there. I know we drove mother crazy, but we were at least downstairs, and we could go outside on the back patio and the back carport, and we move everything off the carport, and we would have our little roller derby. We did, and metal it was on metal skates. You
Yeah,
had to have the key,
that's
and you
right.
had to wear your pin. You had to wear loafers with a sole on it, so it could grab a hold of your sole.
Yeah, I
And your,
remember those.
yep, sure did.
Old, old, old.
Grew up
Lisa,
grew up
Lisa,
on the old fashioned ones.
yeah. Lisa
Sure
said that she makes snippets out of hand cut flowers. She sewed them to strips of cardboard and glued and then zigzag stitched down the middle. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You know, I don't have a sewing machine that works. And I did. I phoned the guy and he never returned my call. So I don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, I've got 3 sewing machines. They're all broken. Don't ask. Uh, yeah, cement's a big one. See, we've got gravel roads. We have a couple of paved roads. So, we don't have, like, for skateboarders and stuff. There is a skateboard park in the next town, but not every parent wants to drive to the next town. Sure, it's only 15 minutes, but, don't know that I would want to leave my kids skateboarding. And yeah, anyway, these are my snippet strips. And I still don't know what I want to do with them. They just get hung up on the wall over there. But yeah, I use a lot of my hand cut flowers and stuff too, Lisa. I've got a thing about. I think that's probably why I'm procrastinating about doing a book with Anne Lar and Beth. Like they're doing like a forest book, and they're doing collages in on the pictures in the book. It would mean that I would have to fussy cut for one. Um, I don't mind gluing in the book, but it's not my art then, Like when I do junk journals, I don't necessarily buy ephemera. I make so much of my
Yeah,
own stuff.
yeah, yeah. That's your forte.
And then I don't use it. Hence bits box, right?
Well, you know, the only thing I could suggest is get you a couple of boxes that have the compartments to put your bits and bobs in, and sit them on your desk, and and take and just put down pages, or open your book up and start putting them in a book, and not necessarily glue them at first, but just stick them in the pages, and then you can go back and sit and glue on, when you're streaming, and you can glue and talk and and at the same time.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I've got bits on my desk. Like, I've got my little books that I do. And I've got a bin of bitsy birds, like my little birds that I make.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah.
I've got stuff on my desk. I just,
And maybe you could do a prompt game with just your bits.
oh, yeah, I could probably do that.
Pick out 10 bits and lay them on your desk, and get you a piece of paper and make a pretty page out of it. I did.
Easier said than done.
I did that with the stuff on the floor. I picked
Yeah,
up everything off the floor and I used it on a page.
Oh, she did not, because I'm looking at the floor and it is messy.
It's
yeah,
significant.
so is mine. Hey,
She
Cindy, welcome. Welcome,
she
welcome.
She would have had to have one of those uh, lint sticks with a gluey stick.
Well, I'm talking about the big bulky things that I could put in my hand.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I know.
It don't matter, Kim, as long as you're having fun.
Exactly. Exactly.
Keep
I
it.
mean,
Believe
I used up my scraps and the stuff I didn't use last week, I threw out.
I
So,
think I think
that's a step.
uh I think we got all the stuff on our floor that you throwed away.
Yeah.
See,
Hey,
this is the wrapper off of my embroidery thread.
yeah.
Yeah, look at that. That just goes on and goes on.
On and
She takes that and
on.
she tapes it to a bowling ball and she keeps turning it.
It's going to go on here.
It's gonna be a rerun.
So I have to, I'm going to glue it on here
Oh, you're gonna put.
so I can get started. I think I can glue it down without any too much trouble.
Did you have a hot dog bread with us?
No,
You get the bread out, the hot dog
oh,
bread.
I used that to eat a piece of bacon on
Oh,
it this
okay.
morning.
Okay, I didn't know. I was just
I had,
curious.
that was my
I was
lunch.
looking
You
for a
need
hot
to
dog.
move to the left just a little bit, Beth. There you go. Thank you. Look at how nicely that rolls, guys.
And, uh, and I'm going to add a snippet roll to my prompts.
Oh,
I haven't done prompts for a while. I've been too busy painting and working in those reverse collage books.
I know. You know what, Lisa? That's exactly what happens with me too. Like I'll start cleaning and then I'll come across something and it'll be like, "Oh yeah, I was going to do such and such with this." And then I do it because
Squirrel.
yeah, well we know how good squirrel and rabbit holes I am. So, you guys know that I was using up my envelopes, making those little envelope signatures so that I have little books to work in, like Beth has all her wonderful little books. I decided on my red envelopes. These were from Christmas cards and they got wet and all the envelopes sealed. Hey, Kathy B, nice to see you. So
Bill, I don't throw them away. I'll tell you what to do with them.
I'm doing this with them.
Oh, okay. Just cut the one edge off, and you can use them as a book. Yeah.
Well, I didn't even bother cutting the edges off. I'm just using them this way and I'm
Well, I'm
making
just saying there's a pocket inside that way.
yeah, I thought of that. But I don't know what I'm doing with this yet, right? I am going to do that slip knot stitch to bind it, but for those who know that I have said that I'm not starting any new projects. This is what happened from the envelopes. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Yeah, bits and bobs to your recovery kit, definitely. Like so. Anyway, I'm making a journal out of these now because for whatever reason. And then I came across a brown paper bag, um, and I had just,
Oh
and because I usually have people's streams in the background when I'm cleaning. Hey, Cheryl, nice to see
no.
you.
Yeah.
That when I'm working or whatever, I either have an audiobook or somebody else's streams. Well, a stream that I listened to or watched, well, it was in the background while I was doing something, said use a brown paper bag and make a meander book.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
guess, I did that. So I've got two meander books. I also have another brown paper bag journal that is sitting here waiting for stuff. Let's put some of this on here. So I'm just shaking my head, guys, because really, let's use this purple one. It's kind of wide. It would look nice on the end of the pockets. Yep. So those of you who know that I have said I'm not starting anything new, I lied. And I'm going to continue lying for the rest of my life because I'm not going to give up making stuff.
No, I don't think you should, but I do think you should, like you said, work on using them. And um, now Dana, she plays a game. She does a drawing
Yeah,
at the end of her streams,
yeah,
and you roll a dice, and the dice is from 1 to 6, and whatever it lands on, if it lands on a 6, then you get 6 scoops. Scoops out 6 scoops of these colored beads and marbles.
yeah.
Then in that box, they're colors. There's like 12 different colors, and she'll say, okay, there was 3 pinks. So she goes to this box, and the first one is the pink, and they're organized, and she gives you bits and bobs out of each little compartment of how many um, of the marbles you get. If you get 3 pinks, then you get 3 of the pink out of the pink box.
Right. And it could be ATCs or die cuts or
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
and there are things like what you made, and that would be an excellent game to play. And of course, you would be sending out a Happy Mail every week, but
True.
uh, uh, it would give you an incentive to use your bits and bobs. And if I had samples of all of your bits and bobs, I might even go so far as to make some more. But
Well, I've got a package coming your way. I can send you some bits and bobs.
hint, hint. Don't need a thing. I honestly don't need a thing.
I
But
know.
but but
But really, I don't think.
and I'm at a point where when I get Happy Mail, I just started it this week. Uh, I'm I'm making a Happy Mail page right then and there, and
Nice.
and I made the prettiest little autumn page the other day. See if I can find it. That was turned out so cute, and it was happy from Happy Mail.
Well,
Yeah, this was all Happy Mail.
I'll show you my Happy Meal journal, and I will again thank Miss Janet Nash. Our lovely Janet.
So it worked out. I'm so proud of it. So I'm going to try to start doing that every week, every time I get Happy Mail. And I've got tons of Happy Mail that I need to use and do stuff like this with.
I know.
And I'm bad. I'm just bad.
This is my Happy Meal journal.
There you go. And I've got one of those too.
So when it's
Yeah.
open, because it's a beast, guys. This is a beast. This was one of those train magazines, and it
Yeah.
got into a heart. So it's the whole magazine, and then I put envelopes on the bottom so it would stand nicely on the shelf. But this is all Happy Mail in this lovely beast. You know,
Yeah.
people send me, and I just love it. It's my
I-
glue book for Happy Meal.
Oh, and I love the heart. Yeah.
Yeah, well, she started
I
the
love the
heart
heart
journal,
book,
right?
yeah.
So I figured this was, Dawn
And I
sent me these
try to
little houses, and I made them so that I could open them up and have a
Yeah,
secret
and I
behind.
try to put their names on it when I have, but I go so fast sometimes I don't have time to do their names.
Yeah,
But
I know.
so please put your names on everything, so I don't have to fool with it because I forget. And then but some things I can remember till the day I die, and I don't know why, but some things I can remember, but then there's other stuff I can't remember.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So this is
miscellaneous
just
stuff.
crazy.
Happy Mail. That's right, Kathy. That's what
Yeah.
I do. So yeah.
No, exactly, Cindy. About needing things, my word. I need nothing. Nothing. Seriously. What I actually need is somebody to come here and play with me. I thought I had one of my neighbors interested. She borrowed a stamp from me a while ago, and she's never come to play. But yeah. Oh, this has to go on that book. It's got to go back. So I think what I'm going to do is on all these bottom of the bag pockets, I'm going to put a piece of these snippet strips because that way I'm using them. And this book will be started, and maybe I'll do something with it.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the book that I will turn into my new bits book. No, it's got too many pockets. Never mind. We'll see. Because I do have that book that I was gluing all my scraps in, but I glued it on both sides of the page. And I probably should have only done it on one side of the page because now I don't know what I'm going to do with. Give me an idea what I should be doing with this book. So I used all kinds of scraps that were on my desk and I glued them onto a flyer magazine. You know how you get flyers in the mail, but it
Yeah.
look. So I glued them all into here and leftover bits from whatever I was working on. I was really good and would just automatically take them and glue them in the book. But it's double-sided. See, I've got a blank spot here. But now what am I going to do with this? You know?
Yeah. The journals okay, like some of those pages you can put another picture, a bigger picture in the center,
I could.
and or animals like you do you get the free catalogs
No,
from the travel catalogs?
no.
They're free.
I don't know that they send them to Canada.
They might. Canada might have. Go see if Canada's got any visitor. Go to the visitors website
Right, right. The tourism.
and see if they have travel magazines. And a lot of times, they to get somebody to do a traveling thing with them, they'll send you a free catalog.
Yeah,
They send me one. I get natural habitat,
cool.
wildlife, and I get several. And I've gotten the state books from each. Of course, we have state. If you know anybody going across the border, and there's a visitors uh, place where you could go if you're a visitor for first time in the USA. There's
Yeah,
probably a visitor site within a few miles of the border, and you go in there, and they'll give you a free book, and they're
yeah,
usually good quality and big pictures.
awesome. Yeah, I guess that's a.
And it doesn't hurt to look around to see if you can find some free books. They're out there.
They are. I just need to do it.
Yeah,
The other thing is I have so much stuff that I have to use that,
yeah.
I don't think of.
Well, okay.
But that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I think somebody was mentioning that on a stream recently, and you really have to ask for the paper copies because they much prefer to have you do websites now.
yeah. I know. I know it's getting more popular. Yeah, you're right. And then there's the women's catalogs that I get. Uh, um, Clothing catalogs are free
Okay.
most of the time.
Get cracking? Get cracking on what? Oh, cut them down for ATCs? Um, I have a bin of ATC blanks that I need to use. I'm bad for making blanks. We all know.
Well, what about instead of? I know you like to make your bits and bobs, and they're beautiful. I'm not complaining, but what if you were to try, doing something like when I paint. I do collage for a while, and I'll do prompts for a while, and then I do painting. And
Yeah.
and then I just have my art books. And
Yeah, I could do that too.
you wouldn't accumulate so many bits and bobs. Try picking up a new hobby.
I don't need a new
A
hobby.
new hobby, a new project.
Twinchies. I do have seed catalogs, but you're saying about blanks. Um, I went on a binge and I took all my old greeting card fronts and backs and whatever, and
Yeah.
I was turning them into master boards. So I have like bins of those as well, background. I've got so much stuff. I just need to sit down here 24 hours a day and not have to cook for anybody or do anything and just play. Just play.
Found my glasses.
Oh, nice.
They're art glasses now because I've got paint on them.
Cool.
If I can find that dye, I'll make some more. I've got a die cut. And I saved a strawberry with my cereal box.
I make lots of like little glasses. I guess I could put them on my chickens.
Yeah,
Those glasses are very cool though.
I know. Love it.
Okay, so I'm going to just tear this if I can. This is going in the garbage. There. Okay, so I've started the bag book now, as well as everything else I've got here. Can I show how I made what, Jean? I will gladly show you. You just have to tell me what you want me to. These? Glasses, houses, guinea birds, monsters, flowers. What else? What have I got? I got all kinds of stuff. Color coordinated snippets. All right. So, you know, when you're chopping things down, you always end up with strips of paper. I always end up with strips of paper.
I saved my strips of paper yesterday.
Ha ha! So I saved my strips.
Rubbing off.
I saved my strips.
Now
Wow.
I just have a little folder on my desk, and it's got big pieces of scrap paper in it. And that way I can use it anytime I want. A big folder here, and it's all scrappy paper, big pieces, of papers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Leftover, things I've used. And anytime I need, like if I need to make some more glasses, here's some black I can use up.
Yeah. Perfect. This is my bin.
But that's all. That's all I have.
This is
Well, I might have one more. No, the other folder I have has painting papers in it. Yeah.
this
That's what it
this
is.
is. Hey, Margaret, welcome. So this is my current bin of scraps. Because I do a lot of gel printing, I do all kinds of stuff, right? I make things like this. This kind of stuff I use for my houses because it kind of looks brown and anyway. So let's make a blue one. Let's take some blue papers. Blue. Oh, that's a nice solid piece. That's got to go in the solid piece bin. Let's grab some. I got some red. Let's do reds. Who can do reds? Anything that's got some red on it, I'm just going to grab. So this is how I do it. As I go through my bin and see what I got most of. Oh, we could do oranges. I got lots of orange. Blacks, blues. I like blue. You know what? Let's do blue. I've got lots of blue. That I know I got lots of. Blue. More blue. It's got blue dots. I think I was turning those into flowers. That's kind of fun. I'll use that too. This has some blue. So basically that's what I do. Is I go through my bin of scraps and I pull everything out of one color. That's a blue. More blue with some pink. And then of course, inside of envelopes have blue on them. More blue. More blue. Okay, we got blue. So then I take a strip. I don't have, our oatmeal comes in bags. We don't get those nice oatmeal containers. What I use is, I've got this, but I use this one basically for the ones that I use when I make lined paper. It's got all my harder strips in, and then it's got cutting edges in it. Okay, so we're just gonna grab one of these blue strips. Yeah, no, mine are just kind of sitting in a pile beside me right now. So let's tear these because I like it more with the raw edges than the. Oh, Beth, that's beautiful. So I like odd numbers if I can. So 3 of those. Let's do 3 of these. 3 of those. This one has numbers and all kinds of stuff on it. That's kind of fun. What? So we've got an A, a Z, and a Y. Those scraps can go. And then I just kind of glue them down, right? I just glue them down random. Bet that strip turned out fabulous.
It did. And I just thought of some other things that I can put on it. I've got some little Tim Horton, tiny little ephemera. And
Yes.
I'll have to find the box.
So then I just do them randomly like this, guys.
I forgot. I didn't even make it to my fabric box. See, there's another bobbin, a spool of lace.
Yeah.
On the bobbins.
Nice. It's nice having them in a bowl like that.
I made the bowl. We made them out of circles. And we Mod Podged them.
Nice.
It was a birthday gift from my sister. And we sat here and made a couple of bowls one night. I need about 10 more. But this turned out to be a sewing bowl. I put fabric in it. Now I need to put the little things away.
That's lovely.
These things have a home. The embroidery thread has a home. And the little roses have a home. Actually, I could probably glue. I'll take one out and use it.
So this is just how I do it. I just take a bunch, and so that there's 2 or 3 of the same kind of thing, so it kind of flows, and I just glue them down onto a long strip, just like this. just kind of random. And I don't put them on straight. As wonky as possible.
I didn't even get into this bag. Oh, I was going to use those little daisies.
You were.
Daisy ribbon I have, and
Love
it's
the
kind of
daisy
a
ribbon.
part. Forgot about that. So
Okay,
I would definitely going to be making more. These cut apart.
so
Oh,
then, like I say, I try and have so it flows, right? So it's not all the same, different, but it's same color, just a bunch of it, right? So then I would come in and I would doodle on it. See, so I just took like a pen and I outlined some and I doodled on some I just left blank. And it's the doodling that really picks it up. So, yeah, basically, I just, now I've got all these out and I could make probably 6 of them with them, right? Because really, you're only using this much. And now, of course, you could make it much longer. I'm just using that probably the 8.5 inch length of the paper. And I like these little strips so that if I'm doing a journal, then the nice thing is I can use it in three. I could do a belly band and then a tuck or put it on a pocket, and it kind of makes the journal flow better because it's complementary, if that makes sense. And then, of course, yeah, I just come in and glue the edges down because basically I just glued it in the middle to start. So then, if you wanted focal points, like if I decided I wanted this to have, let's do something a little bit bigger. Let's use the Bitsy Birds. We could put Bitsy Birds on it. Now then, of course, I could have them go this way, in which case I would only be able to use it as a pocket or a sideways belly band. But if I put it this way, I could have it as page edgings or whatever,
and
right?
then I've got another roll over here that I've been
Does that make sense?
needing to get it back out. That was here
You could
since.
do the same thing with flowers. You could do it with triangles, squares, whatever you wanted.
Now, this just goes to show you we're not the first to make up these ideas.
No?
This one was gifted to me at Christmas time by one of my members. Get this out of the way. Put my pen in my so it doesn't unravel like that. This was uh,
Birds on there.
this was done with a one of those rolling pins that you can buy on those commercials. You can buy
Yeah.
the seasonal rolling pins, and this was made by Margaret, and
Oh, Margaret does such beautiful work.
she tied it up so lovely, and she decorated it with look at this button.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Now, some of this I don't know what to use it for except just to look at because it's so pretty, and um, I know that I would never be able to put a bells on my books, but I might be able to put a cocoa cup. But she's got it decorated on both sides. That's
Yeah.
so I just don't know if I could ever cut this one up. And
Oh,
it's
I
all
know.
Christmas. It's all Christmas.
It's beautiful.
So look at the doily, and then she buys these pretty buttons, and that would be cute to put on the front door. I could cut that off, but then I have to sacrifice the back side. But I could take that off and use it on something else. That would be so cute on a wreath on the door.
It would.
And then there's the snow globe fabric. The fabric is cute as can be. Now this doesn't have anything else on it, but the other side does. And she's got a cross, and she makes the cross in your pockets.
She does. She sent me one.
Mm-hmm. But look at that pretty cute fabric. And then she's got the stocking fabric with the candy charm on it,
Yeah,
and the bear charm.
that's very
So cute. And I know she had a ball making them. And the lace, and it's on a piece of fabric underneath it. I can't figure out what it is, but it's a piece of. It looks like a tablecloth or
yeah.
butcher's cloth fabric. It's real heavy and it's thick. And she glued a lot of this down. And I know it took her forever to do it to glue the fabric down, and then she hot glued the charms.
Yeah. Well, I was very lucky, and she sent me this lovely pincushion.
Oh, it's a sewing pin
It
cushion.
is. It's got all the needles.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's beautiful, and it's got pins, and it's got these lovely needles. She didn't wrap it; she just threw it in the envelope.
Yeah, that
You know,
sounds
and I
like
got
Margaret.
stabbed,
That's our Margaret right
stabbed,
there.
you know. But oh, it's so beautiful. I absolutely love it. Yeah, I put the little good bitsy birds on. It is fun.
So,
Sounds
but
good.
anyway, and then I can take this and make impressions in my clay.
Yeah,
It's for like if you're going to do sugar cookies, it makes an indent. But I haven't tried it or anything. But they're not very deep. I think they're more for looks than they are practical.
yeah,
But they show them like they're real fancy on TV,
yeah.
and they've come down in price.
I would use that on my gel plate.
Yeah, that might work. I know Margaret wouldn't mind because I'm not going to make any cookies anytime soon.
Thanks, Teresa. Yeah, that would make a cute bookmark.
Okay, all right, I'll do that, and I might be able to like roll it in black, and then roll this on some of my painty papers and
Oh,
have
for
it inside,
sure.
or white, even
Wouldn't
white.
that be stunning?
If it does, but it's awful shallow. It's real small.
Yeah, you would
It's
have to
not.
wash it.
The grooves aren't very big.
Yeah, you would have to wash it or rinse it afterwards so that it
Well,
didn't
it's
fill up
wood.
with.
It would
Yeah,
stay.
no, but you don't want them to fill up with paint.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Thank you, Belinda.
Anyway, we can try it.
Yeah.
I love my little things.
Oh, for sure.
So it's Margaret's fault. She's the one who started it.
Yeah.
She started this last Christmas.
But I like that little rolling pin thing too. That's
I
a
know,
wonderful
and
way
she
to store it.
put it on the rolling pin. She's got good ideas.
She does. She really does. See, I was just really fortunate that Ron builds me these.
Yeah.
But I haven't done any fabric ones yet. And I probably, I could. We all know I've got enough fabric that whatever. So, That would be, that would look lovely printed on fabric with that roller too.
Yeah, yeah.
It really would.
On your bobbin, take some of your snippets and connect them to the next snippet, and roll a whole bunch of them on there.
But they don't like to roll nice.
Well, you have to talk to them, and tell them to behave.
Yeah, no. So because some of this is cardstock, right? Like
Yeah.
if it was a lighter paper, it would. But I haven't been happy with anything that has rolled on here. I will have to like regular paper would work nice if I just did some wild papers. I really like these little birds on there. I do. So, of course, I'm playing with those envelopes, right?
Yeah.
And I was using this as my paper to glue and whatever on, and I had some yellow paint left. So I used this goofy ball that I picked up at the dollar
Oh
store,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I did it in the paint, and I did it on a bunch of pages.
Oh wow, that is cool.
So I did like some wild kind of flower things just out of the yellow on some pages. And so then I did it on here. Now I'm looking at this. I'm thinking, well, I don't want to put any more paint or anything on that because I really like the way it looks. So I might just cut that and use it as I don't know. I would have to back it, but I thought that between, everything that's on here, that I'll have to add some stems and leaves, but these are so much fun. They make great flowers. They really do.
Now, you didn't have to really push too hard, did you?
No, you just dip it in the paint and you just mush
Okay, just like that. Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
just like this.
Well, I'll have Joe pick me up one. He goes into the dollar store every other day.
Yeah, and it's
No
got
kidding.
a ball inside. I think it was a light ball at one time. I thought it was like a bird, right? Goofy, but it worked so nice. So anyway, great way for doing flowers. I was thinking maybe of doing some borders. Take a white piece of paper and different colors and do like the floral and do some interesting borders like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't have, time's a four-letter word, but you can
It is.
so much fun into it.
Stop is a four-letter word too.
Pardon?
Stop. I forgot to put beads on my things.
Oh no!
I have room. I've got some. I'm going to get those little Tim Horton things. I got them over here, and but I'm going to put my ribbon up, my embroidery thread first.
Oh, lovely. Are you going to do some embroidery, or are you just going to do some
I'm
little
cleaning my
tops?
I'm cleaning my desk off. I've used all of this embroidery thread in the past month or so, and it's time to put some of it back, put it away.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
Isn't that the worst? Trying to
huh?
put things away because I mean I've probably got 4 or
Yeah,
5 little containers of these birds all over
yeah,
the place because I pull them out and I use them to leave them.
yeah. I'm terrible about putting things away, but I throw these in a little bowl, and then I can sit here and put them all away real fast. So that's
Yeah,
good.
which
And
is
then
good.
I can look to see what I'm low in. I'm low on the blues, so I keep save my little cards so I can rewind some more that I've used, and I can put it away.
Yeah.
But
Which,
this is stuff that you could sit and do in front of the TV. But
yeah.
I'm just going to do it in front of you instead.
Why not? Why not? So, Jean, did that make sense to you? Are you still here? Oh, Jean's gone. Well, thank you for coming, Jean. I didn't see that you had left. Cool. Well, I hope it made sense to her. I think she got it. Anyway, that's how I do my color match. Not that it matches, but fun colors snippet strips. And since I got this out, let's just make a couple more.
Everybody's going to the Dollar Tree now.
Yeah. Seriously, those balls, like, I've got that one and where's the other one? Got another one. Where is it? But it's kind of got like diamonds or whatever. That one you do have to press down a little bit harder, but it also gives really interesting texture. Well, I have no idea where it is. It was here. So, yep. This is, might as well make more snippet strips. I like using them. And I prefer them, like I say, much more than the big ones. You know, that's just it. Like, you go to Dollarama or Dollar Tree or whatever. I don't want to use this one. I'm sure I had these marked for flowers. And I just look for textures. Like, some of their dish racks and things have marvelous textures. These things. I use their shelf liners. This is great for texture. They also have those silicone hot pad things. They have hexagons on them. They make a great texture. Bottoms of bowls and trays and things. I'm always looking for those. Oh yeah, silicone stuff, definitely. Lisa says that her embroidery threads are threatening to walk out after seeing your lovely storage box. Jealousy will get them nowhere.
Well, I hate to say I am not a perfectionist. I used to be. Everything had to go straight back into. It's like this tassel would have to go in the tassel box, but I don't mind it sitting here. It didn't hurt me to have that tassel sitting here. And this is a pink, more of a pink. Yeah, I should go over the pink. But I've got some red ones to roll up. I go through a lot of white, and I go in the red and the blue. I don't have much red and blue and whites left in my. I've got another bag with embroidery thread in it. You all would be jealous. Now you're jealous. Now you're jealous. And look at the wooden spool with
Oh,
the
lovely.
embroidery thread on it. But I don't have a collection of that. I just have the one. But yeah, there's the that's sickening right there. But I got to use my little basket. So, but I keep this rainbowed filled up to use at hand, and then when I need more, I can get it out of the basket.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
Now what are y'all gonna say?
Well, I've got comparable amount of embroidery floss, and I probably should use it.
Creams.
But we all know what happens, right? We get this stuff and we have a plan, and then the plan goes sideways. And then you start questioning yourself, like, what did I get this for?
I made a braid. I made a braid for something, and this was left over, so I saved it. It's just braided embroidery thread.
Oh, awesome. Hey, Wonder, nice to see you. I'm good. How are you today? We were making stuff with our snippet strips that we made last week, and now somebody had asked me how I did them, so now I'm making them again because I pulled stuff out to make them, and so that's what's happening with me. Hope you're doing good today. We've just been, Beth has been making an absolutely incredible snippet strip with lace and buttons and ribbons. It's absolutely stunning. There, another blue one done.
Orange.
Oh, Belinda says that braided hair would look nice as hair on a paper doll.
Yeah, that's probably what I used it for before, and I can use it for my pilgrim. I'm going to be making pilgrims pretty soon.
Well, thanks, Belinda. Yeah, just using stuff. Just use the stuff up. Look at that. Renee's got her envelopes for the swap ready. Beth.
Yeah, easy to make. Now I need to show her the ones that have a little love. She didn't get to see it. She may have saw it, but I'm always saying maybe you should put a little bit of happy mail, with your cards, and this would be cute to do.
Yeah.
Put, put something flat on your card. Didn't have to be a whole lot. If it's soft and flat, it'll go in the mail. It won't be too bulky. So that would be fun to do with a couple of your cards. And you could take a card and put some embroidery thread around it too. See if I got
They
some.
were also saying washi tape.
Yeah, or washi tape. Yep, yep, yep. That's what we do when we do a washi tape swap. we That's how we do it. And I make everybody put 10, go around 10 times or more.
10 times or more.
Don't be chintzy with it, unless that's all you have, of course. And if anybody has any problems, all they have to do is ask me, and I'll trade with you, because I don't, I'm pretty lenient. Something like this would be cute. Just one layer.
Yeah, blue one ready to go.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah, it's 1:30, and I probably should go and get ready for the barbecue. Uh-oh, Teresa's got problems.
Okay, I'll trade with you, Teresa.
She only has 2 cards because she gave the others away.
She had gold cards.
Ah, I see.
But did you you can do uh you can make your cards like ACTs, but I'll trade with you, Teresa. I'll trade with you. This one can be yours. I don't think I have another envelope with your name on it or not. I'll have to check. Uh yeah, you can make them. There's no rules, Teresa. It's art. Art, art, art.
You're saying
Okay, Renee. I'll get them to you next. It'll be next week.
ladies in hats, you say. Don't have ladies in hats, but I do have ladies with cats on their heads somewhere.
Now, lady in hats. I'll make a plug for Becca at Becca Creates.
Yeah,
Her and Miss Gigi does every, is it Fridays?
yeah, I
They
believe so.
they do a game, ladies in hats, and they make ladies, and then they get prompts, and they do a prompt page, and it's always a lady, and then they have to do some kind of a hat on her out of 10 prompts, and it's fun, it's cute.
It is. Okay. I have no idea where my cats on heads went. Huh. Well, probably with my Goonie birds.
Yeah, yeah, they do very well with it, and Gigi, she's from Switzerland.
She is. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Okay, well, I'm at a standstill here, so
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
uh, I'm happy with what I did
me
today.
too. I used up a whole bunch and got my that book started. A whole bunch of these little journals have snippet strips in them now, and that's a good thing because these are my, let's add to it as I go along kind of thing. Love the little not Neander book, accordion book out of strips. It's been a really good day. It has. It's my book of journals on the go. Box, bin, because can't just have one extra journal going at a time, right? Must have this many. All right. So I would like to thank everybody here who's been watching and visiting with us while we've played. I would really like to thank Beth very much for coming and playing today. Everybody up in the balcony and anybody who watches the replays. I hope we've inspired you to create a snippet strip. And if you do, please post it on my group because I would love to see what we have inspired. or post it in Beth's group. Hey, Maya, just as we're ending up here, we were using our snippet strips and making things out of them.
The replay's a blast. You got to go back and watch.
Yeah. So I used snippet strip to make a little. We always inspire. That's awesome. That's good to hear. Good to hear. So big hugs to everybody. Thank you for checking it out. And we will see. Well, I will see.
Don't forget your key so you can get in the back door.
All right.
Come
And I will
on.
be going live at 12:45 on Tuesday. Have a wonderful rest of your day, folks, and we'll see you all soon. Thanks for being
Goodbye.
here, guys. Big
We're
hugs.
off next Sunday. We're off.
Oh, that's right. Next Sunday is the last Sunday of the month, so we won't be here. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.